Most of the jobs that they are created by startups. This is the case, I think, everywhere in the world, but in particular in France and Europe. Young people entrepreneurship has an important social impact, at least at short term, because this gives jobs to these young people, but also to other young people they are related to. And my remark, at least at the short term, because I think this is an issue, there is an issue that we have to take care of very early on, which I will discuss later on, because it is one thing creating startups and another thing getting them stay at place during many years and developing them towards middle-sized or big companies. And the other issue why student entrepreneurship is important for us, because this is how we think we can prepare the next generation of entrepreneurs that we need for the ecosystem. So actually, student entrepreneurship, so it's related to a few risks and challenges. The first one is that it is difficult for such young people to get access to investment. There is some lack of experience, of course, but also of knowledge concerning marketing, sales, finance, human resources, and management. And usually they have a limited network, and the network is very important when you are an entrepreneur, when you are an entrepreneur. So therefore, we need to act along 3 dimensions: breathe the spirit of entrepreneurship into our students, promote entrepreneurship education, and support projects once created. And the way we are doing this is by using a few actions that I will here just maybe comment a few of them. So concerning the spirit of entrepreneurship, so we're organizing regularly bar camps where students meet entrepreneurs, but we meet also professionals of innovation. And this way, by discussing with these people and exchanging with them, we hope that they will get the virus of entrepreneurship and that they will get entrepreneurs. But we are also organizing challenges. I think this idea is quite used everywhere in the world. So challenges for ideas of entrepreneurs, and which are made by teams. And one important aspect here is that the teams are mixed from different disciplines. So students come from business schools, engineers, mathematicians, and humanities and social sciences. So one of the advantages of this is that they get to learn how to speak to people with different backgrounds, how to explain their ideas in simple ways, and such that they can be understood, and that such that the impact can be realized by others. We are also, of course, promoting education using the learning by doing way. So by projects like a project during 12 weeks where a team of mixed students are put together and they have to set up a company, a virtual company, but which will have to answer the requests and the constraints of a company. But we also educate our own faculties and professors on how to promote entrepreneurship towards their students. The third pillar of the actions for student entrepreneurship is networking, rewarding, and support to created projects, so post-creation. So networking, as I said before, so for young people who want to set up or start a company, usually their network is limited compared to people with senior people. So this is why we are organizing many events and many actions in order to allow them to build up a network that will allow them or support them in creating their own company. An important question concerning such a program of student entrepreneurship is to have an identified place, so a student entrepreneurship house, where that allows us to gather students coming from different disciplines and create a dynamic of co-working in this center. Diversity is important, as I said, and also in this house we have coaches, mentors, and experts and teachers at place. So it's important to identify such a center or such a student entrepreneurship house. Internationalization for an ecosystem to work is a very important aspect. So in Grenoble we have the chance that we have 5 important international laboratories and instruments that I will not detail here, but they are listed. So we also host 5 very important international schools. Some of them are 50 years old. So for instance in physics, and they gather people from all around the world. And of course, we have many masters that are taught in English. Without that, I think our ecosystem, which is, of course, depends on foreigners working in Grenoble and foreigners coming every year. So for instance, the first facility here, European Synchrotron Radiation Facility, gathers about 1,000 visitors per year, which of course get to visit the university and this facility. And that's also, in many cases, opportunities for innovation and for transfer. So let me now spend a few minutes about explaining, at least in the simplistic, but I think in a way that will give you the idea how this ecosystem works. And in fact, the way I will do this, and it will be complementary, I think the first talk, is by explaining it in terms of TRL, technology readiness levels. So you have 9 TRL, technology readiness levels, going from 1 to 9. 1 is the closest to basic research, and 1 is the closest to basic research, and 9 is the closest to market. And actually, the ecosystem, which of course includes the university, but includes many other actors, the state, the local government, but also other organizations and private organizations, is in a simplistic way organized as follows. So concerning the first 3 TRLs, technology readiness levels, the main issue for us is collaborative research, which means is setting up projects, gathering together teams from the university and companies. And this is essentially done through competitiveness clusters, and actually I will show you later on 3 of them. So the purpose of this is to work on ideas, on technological problems, scientific problems, and this way it prepares for future transfer and innovations. Then, starting from technology level 4, so we have a structure which is called Grenoble Innovation Fast Track, GIFT, which is funded by the state, and it has the ambition to create 400 startups in the next years and 8,000 jobs. And the university is the main stakeholder of this company. And it also works together in close relationship with a European structure that I will show you later on. So the startups are created starting from levels from 4 to 6, usually. But as I said, it's not enough to just create startup. We have to provide them with services, innovation parks, innovation boosters, investments. So I have to accelerate. So this is just a figure about these competitiveness clusters. So if you take the first one, which is about ICT and microtechnology, it has founded for more than 160 million euros projects gathering together industry and research teams. There are many innovation parks. For instance, the first one, which gathers 2,400 researchers and 600 technology transfer experts. And to finish, I will finish with a very important tool which allows us to connect to innovation at Europe, which is called the KIC, Knowledge and Innovation Communities,